Hey friends, we're gonna show you how to light your E-Comm shots like this. We're just gonna be using the 3-point lighting system. If you have any questions, any comments, just post below. We'll answer them the best we can, and yeah, let's go ahead and jump in. We're in the studio with our model, Catherine. We're gonna break down our lighting setup light by light, and if you're unfamiliar with the 3-point lighting system, it's simple. You have 3 sources of light, one for your key, that's your main light, one for your fill, and then one for your rim or your hair light. Let's bring in our first light. When working with multiple lights, it's easier to go one by one versus turning them on all simultaneously. I like to start with the fill light first. This will be a soft diffused light, and any softbox will work. Usually the bigger, the better. We don't want this light to be too bright, just enough to fill in the shadows. A nice even light. We have it raised up just a little bit, and it's also angled at a slight 45-degree angle. I would say maybe 5 to 6 feet away from her. That's gonna light her and the background pretty well. We're shooting at f8, and we are gonna go and take a test shot and see how this looks. Next, let's bring in the key light. We're using our Godox AD400, and stylistically, I'm a fan of hard light for my key. It produces contrasty, defined shadows, so this light is gonna be bare bulb. You could use another soft light as your key, it's really just preference. All right, so we got the key light, which is opposite of our fill light, on the opposite side over here. We've got to the side of Catherine. We don't want it too far in the front, and we don't want it too far behind her. So we want it kind of at this angle right here. I'm gonna raise this up quite a bit because we're creating kind of some harsh sunlight looks. So I think that looks pretty good right there. And then yeah, we've got this set to a 4th power. So we'll take the shot and we'll see how it looks. Now, I want to make one note. If you were to stop here, this would be a great photo as is. 2 light setups are standard. We use them for our work, but if you want to take this a step further, we'll bring in that rim light, and that's also known as a kicker light or a hair light. This is going to separate our model from the background and bring more focus to your subject. And honestly, it just looks cool. All right, so lastly, we got our strip box here. The reason we chose to go with that is we want to narrow the spread of light in our scene from spilling onto the backdrop or anywhere else unnecessarily. And to even enhance that even further, we have our eggshell crate on here. So that's going to take that beam of light and then just really, really define that line. We're going to go ahead and set this up, and then we'll take the shot and we'll see how it looks. Another thing to note is that we put an X on the floor to mark our model's position visually. I want her to be in the same spot for every shot. This is pretty common when shooting E-Comm, and it's a good habit to get in. You have to remember that in a shoot like this, you're likely doing multiple outfits, multiple angles, and you're gonna want your lighting to be consistent across all of them. All right, so we've got our model, Catherine, about 4 to 5 feet out from the backdrop, and that's because we want the background well lit. If we pulled her out even further than this, then the background would start to get underexposed, and we'd have to bring in more lights to light it up. So this is the perfect spot for her to be and for our scene to be well lit. Go ahead and take a look at the results from our shoot. Okay, look at how clean and professional these feel. Any reasonable client will be willing to pay good money for this. And now you know how to do it. If you want to see how we edited these, head over to our website. We show you how we do all of our color grading, retouching, just our entire workflow for post-production. I won't get into a big pitch, but if you are interested, just follow that link and it'll explain all that info. All right. Hold up, before you leave, if you haven't already, we want you to join our free Discord of product photographers. It's just a good place for like-minded creatives to share advice, talk shop, ask questions, and just build community. Go follow the link below, and until next time, we'll see you later. Yeah, that felt good.